All right, so we're here with Richard, who has just beaten Vincent in a very tough struggle. Firstly, it's been a great day for you. 2 out of 2 means you're back in the mix with Magnus only half a point ahead. How do you feel you played today, and how, especially in this game, how do you feel you played?
I guess I played better than yesterday. I mean, at least result-wise, yeah. But I was very happy not to play like at midnight like yesterday. Okay, not at midnight, but it's very tough schedule. Yeah, starting at 7 o'clock in the evening and then throwing away kind of completely winning game and then playing Magnus with black. So it was kind of a nightmare scenario for me yesterday. Today was kind of the reverse. I mean, I got lucky in the first game multiple times. I didn't play so badly, but I spoiled some chances. I had the feeling. And then the same second game, yeah, like kind of absolute opposite. So I'm very happy with today, obviously. Feel like maybe it's more these 2 days balance themselves out a little bit. But we have one more day, I think, before the tie breaks, right?
Yeah, and that's something I've got to clarify on the air. So there's one more day, so you have to finish in the top 2, I understand, for the tie breaks.
Ah, okay.
I believe we'll get clarification.
But I think, unfortunately, if I read the contract correctly, like I'm going to play nevertheless, yeah? The tie breaks, just question is for what placement. That was my understanding.
Probably, anyway. But we'll get clarification
so I
tomorrow.
cannot escape playing chess by,
No, you've got to keep on playing. Yeah. It's the Benoni has been the surprise package of this tournament. A lot of games played both with black and reverse Benonis with white. Today's one was a serious theoretical battle where Anish, who I was commentating with, said that he didn't truly believe in this line for black, but apparently if you are not that accurate as Vincent was, things can start to get a little tricky. So where do you think was out of the opening, if we go all the way to, I don't know, 13 castles?
Yeah, I think there was this game, I think Gary played a game with Nunn, I think your country.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it was
the great Dr. Nunn.
Yeah, it was like G takes F5, so Bishop takes D6, I believe, was the game, yeah.
So Bishop G5?
Yeah, I think this is normal. Bishop F4 is normal.
Yes.
Gf5, Bishop takes D6 was their game, and I think here Black took on A4, if my memory doesn't trick me, yeah, which was pretty bad, because take Knight H4. And I will reveal a huge novelty for Black was Rook E8, yeah, instead of taking on A4.
So that's one of your novelties, is it?
Yeah, gigantic novelty. Like, I think basically only move which is up+1, but, for free, yeah, on the air. Just today.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's free magic there for you, Rook E8. So
I think Queen D2 was pretty bad. I mean, I don't know how bad it was, but it just felt odd, yeah. Like I mean, the whole struggle is around the F5 square and D6 pawn and everything, and he kind of gives me this tempi with Rook E8, and then C4 Knight D3 also is kind of
really nice
in the air. I don't know how is the position. I was more afraid of like potentially him sacking an exchange somehow, like EF5 taking on E1. Okay, and then maybe like trying to take back with Rook, Knight D3, Knight D4, or something like that. It doesn't really work, I think, concretely. Like Knight D4, yeah, like to hold a
Knight D4,
or like Rook E6, all the usual suspects, some kind of sack. But I don't think it really works because of B2 is too weak, yeah. And then if it doesn't work, I'm just on time to maintain normal position. I think straight out of the opening, yeah. So overall, I would call this a success. It was a bit strange, to be honest with you, because like. Normally people are playing Knight C3 Bishop before, right? If you want to play the Benoni, since this line is pretty bad for black overall. But I was a bit surprised because against Magnus he went Knight F3, like C5, okay, normal Benoni. But against me he went Knight C3, yeah, expecting to get an even better Benoni with white, yeah. So I felt a bit like, okay, felt a bit like he was being, a little bit pushing me not to play it, you know what I mean? So I figured I have to.
You have to test him.
Have to take the challenge, yeah, and entering it regardless.
Yeah, and to be honest, I mean, as the game went on, he took here, you took here. G3 we felt was okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Instead of G3, I thought of an insane move for G4. But
no, this is the best move, actually.
Probably it's very bad, because I calculated this line, Bishop H6 takes. I mean, this is not working for black, but this would be principle. Takes King G2, Queen C5. And here I think he can just, sadly for me, run with the King to G5. So Queen F6, check, King H3, check, Queen H2, King G5. And if I'm correct, I mean, it's just finito, yeah?
It's over.
So I saw this line, I thought, okay, g4 bishop h6 doesn't work. I will figure out what to play if he plays g4. But I felt like maybe it's a little bit scary for him to do this.
It doesn't feel like a Vincent move either to push this forward.
I don't really know what
G3 definitely felt like a Vincent move.
But overall, after g3, I was pretty happy to get my bishop into the game, and I feel like black is totally fine here. I mean, it should be, at least.
I think once you play f5...
Yeah. I think if black is not fine here, something is really wrong with the opening. Yeah. And then, here I felt like I had options, but instead of b5, but like, okay.
Around here, we were getting confident, and knight e2, rook e6 is brilliant, but he had to find the move knight d1, which is a very tough move to find.
Yeah, I saw knight d1 as a move, but overall I was like, okay, there are so many options, I cannot, just
of course,
start calculating, especially on his time, so I will see what to do when it's played, yeah.
But knight e2, rook e6 was fantastic.
Yeah, here I had a difficult decision, actually, funnily. Not here, I mean afterwards, yeah, queen e8 check. Like, what to block on f8 with. I went with the practical solution, because I don't see anything after playing, so much chess a day. But like queen f8, d7, bishop f6 looked very close to me. Like, now I thought knight g2 was maybe annoying.
No, I think he should actually give the queen.
He should do this, yeah?
And then take on b5.
Yeah, this I would have entered, actually. So I thought like knight g2 was annoying with the idea of bringing the knight, but probably I missed something concrete. Because it's very, very like concrete position, like I have very clear plan, he has very clear plan. I might be on time, might not be, so.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to do this, so I felt like bishop f8.
We felt like that was the best practical decision.
And then afterwards, I think he just blundered with, obviously just blundered with queen d1, but like queen d2, I thought more or less okay. I mean, the position is better for black, but
We felt like this position was almost unplayable, but...
I've based on my previous games, nothing is unplayable, yeah, so...
No, but I said I estimated Vincent's chances with a minute left to hold this position feels very tough.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, the computers do believe that white does hold here, but it's not straightforward. In fact, I think the computer's main move here was to go king g2, which is just insane.
Sure, check.
Yeah, check, and then, I don't know, some improve.
Go back or what? Yeah.
I don't know, here or something.
Maybe king f2, yeah, something crazy.
King f2, bishop c5. King f2, you can't play bishop c5, right? King
Maybe,
f2.
yeah, I don't know. Very strange stuff nonetheless.
Yeah, and I just said, from a human perspective, it felt impossible to play like this. So I was very confident that here you were probably going to win. I thought it was a good practical choice to block with the bishop. So congratulations, the Benoni it's working. And it's you've been playing it for years, haven't you?
Yeah, it was my childhood opening,
Yeah.
So I kind of stopped it because then chess engines, got to me as well, and I realized, okay, it's pretty bad. But yeah, in rapid time controls, okay. Plus, anyway, the way I play chess in general, bad positions are not avoiding me, unfortunately. So I figured in this rapid tournament, like, why not to have some fun and try to take some chances and maybe get a game with black, which seems to be the case like with more or less everything in chess. Yeah, if you are Magnus, you win Benoni with both colors. If you are me, okay, not really. So,
well, that's not the case today. You did win today, and it means that you are only half a point behind. Who do you play tomorrow morning?
Good question. I know either Daniel Fridman.
Oh, you play Maxime. You play Maxime.
I don't know whom, but
I think you play Maxime on the first game. Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be a big struggle because Maxime is also fighting for the places. So that's going to be good fun, but it's been a long... I mean, even though they're rapid games, the days are still quite long.
Yeah, they're too long.
They're almost too long. So thanks for coming. Good luck. It's always a pleasure analysing your games, and tomorrow I'm sure we'll get more of the same.
We will see if it was...
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Richard.
Pleasure.
Okay, cheers.
Okay, cheers.